to see President-elect Donald Trump take the oath of office for a second time. VOA's Anthony LaBruto is live outside of the Federal Center Southwest Metro subway station in downtown Washington, D.C., with more on how the inauguration might affect people coming into downtown. Anthony, what role does public transit play in helping people coming to the National Mall and U.S. Capitol to witness the festivities?
Hi, Esther. Yes, so public transit really here in D.C., which is a dense portion of the city right downtown, like Federal Center Southwest, it really is a lifeline for commuters coming into the city from Maryland, from Virginia, even other parts of D.C., really being able to commute and not have to drive in, saving a little bit of money both on gas as opposed to driving and trying to find parking, trying to pay for tolls, really helping people get in and out of the city for their daily commutes. Especially with the upcoming inauguration. Certainly there will be they'll be expected around 250,000 people coming in, but there's also going to be the change of administration as well. So a lot of the staffers will have the day off, but then the Biden staffers will have the day off. But then now the incoming Trump administration will also usher in a lot more change of positions, change of offices for the new fiscal year, as well as the new incoming administration.
How will other public transportation services be impacted during this inauguration, Anthony?
Absolutely. So, like the Federal Center, this is an underground, a subway metro station here. Around 7 stations around across 5 lines here in the D.C. area will be closed for starting on Saturday and running beyond Monday for those closures. Now, a lot of these closures include, stops along the National Mall, by the White House, some of those key downtown areas that also house, government buildings, government agencies, some of the routes around the Capitol as well that will also be impacted. But certainly, they want, officials want to make sure that people can still take public transit in. So, finding that balance between, how far people are willing to walk with those station closures. But it looks like they've closed about, half of the stations that really impact a lot of the downtown office areas.
Anthony, what are officials telling you? Are there any alternatives way of commuters to get around, especially now that it's bitter cold here in Washington, D.C., with snow just falling a few days ago?
Unfortunately, we haven't heard too much in the way of alternatives for commuters. Barricades are being put up in front of a lot of these government buildings. A lot of road closures also will be affecting, for the inauguration around the National Mall, around the Capitol. So officials are saying, wherever you're going on Inauguration Day, if you're coming to the inauguration itself to watch the actual swearing-in ceremonies, or if you're just trying to get to work, show up early, get there with more than enough time to, potentially go through security clearances for a variety of reasons. If you're trying to get into a government building, private office building, around 900 additional security officers will be around, particularly the metropolitan subway transit stations from across 15 different agencies across the United States, really coming in to help support security and any aid efforts that may arise for the swearing-in ceremony.
Anthony, go grab a cup of hot coffee right now. VOA's Anthony LaBruto is live for us outside the Federal Center Southwest Metro Station in downtown Washington, D.C.